Hello, my name is Martinas Azkarate. I was here invited together with my colleague Marius to visit Robotiada. I'm really happy to be here. I work in the European Space Agency. I work precisely in the Planetary Robotics Lab. And we are developing the technology that will take rovers to explore planets such as Mars or any other planets.
Okay, Marius.
My name is Marius, and I work with Martin in the robotics section at ESA. And I'm very tired right now because I just gave a workshop for the kids this morning, and then there was a very good discussion, I would say.
So you both work at the robotics lab, and how do you think the autonomousity of artificial intelligence would develop after we will take robots far, far away from Earth, and we will not be able to connect with them?
Well, I mean, autonomy is definitely the word that you were looking for, but also it's definitely a key aspect of a rover that is exploring a distant planet. Distant planets put a very big challenge in terms of communication between Earth and the robotic system, and therefore there is a need for autonomous vehicles, autonomous applications. This is synonym to what you were saying in artificial intelligence or capabilities of the robot to be doing whatever task it has to do without human supervision, and be able of identifying, detecting challenges or hazards that were not maybe foreseen in a way that it keeps the system safe and still fulfills the task if possible. So yeah, we are working on autonomy, definitely. For now, we're talking about autonomous navigation, but at some point we might also even think of autonomous science, a robot that is capable of identifying something that is scientifically interesting, something that it sees a chair and says, "Wow, I'm not expecting to see a chair in Mars. What is a chair doing here?" So I will report it back and say, "Hey, guys, I saw a chair in Mars."
But is that possible, having in mind that nowadays artificial intelligence is dependent on the data we insert into that? So if we not let the robot know about the chair, it will just not notice it. It will not exist to the robot.
No, what it will notice is the fact that there is something that it does not recognize. It will not say it's a chair. Agree with you. If you don't show the concept of chair, it will not be able to say it's a chair. The same way that if we are never shown what the sea is, well, the first time you see the sea is like, this is what everybody talks about when we refers to the sea. But okay, at least it will be able of identifying something that it doesn't understand. It says, okay, I see something new. I see something that I've not been taught to understand. In any case, machine learning and artificial intelligence is something that requires also time. We can speed up time with computation, yes, but look at it as the mind of a child. Child, since it's born, it's just getting data. We were talking about big data before. The human brains are experts on big data because they've been through years gathering a lot of data, selecting abstractions, concepts of what a chair is, what a table is. There are many, many different kinds of chairs or tables, but we are capable of identifying one when we see it. No matter the color, no matter the shape, no matter if it has 3 or 4 legs, it's still a table, and we have learned how to identify it. Why? Because we have stored many examples of tables, and we identify them. We are capable of identifying them as such. So there are techniques of embarking this kind of intelligence in robotic systems, and this will enable, as I was saying, autonomous science, or more and more complex autonomous activities in the end.
What about Marius?
So I think, artificial intelligence is definitely the future, and we're gonna see more of it in the future. And it doesn't have to be in a bad way. I mean, just forget the Hollywood movies. It's all about us, how we use the technology, and if you're stupid to use it in a bad way, then that's what it's gonna be. But I think, technology has this general trend to make our lives easier if we use it in the right way. So I think, I mean, would artificial intelligence remove all the professions that are naturally done by humans? I don't think so, but some of them, yes, and that's a good thing, because let's say we see the something that has been done manually before. Now we see more automation in those fields, and that's a good thing, because that takes away the the hard and I would say useless labor, and makes people maybe think about what they really want to do in terms of jobs, but not just going in them for the money. Of course, it's it's a political and it's a political question, but yeah.
Okay, thank you. And last question for both of you, because now European Union is trying to pass new laws on robotics, on artificial intelligence, and so on. Do you think one law for all of the robotics and all of the artificial intelligence systems would work, or should we have different kinds of laws for all of the possible systems and robots?
Well, it's quite a philosophical question that you are asking at the moment, in the sense that the laws will come depending on the applications that are built. Up to few years ago, we were not thinking of establishing any laws for autonomous cars. There was no need for establishing any laws for autonomous cars, because nobody thought that there could be autonomous cars. Now that we start seeing more and more autonomous cars, there is a need for establishing new laws for those. So I think these kind of answers, whether if one law can be used in the whole Europe or not, it will also eventually depend on which kind of applications are pushed by one country or another. There are some countries that are much more advanced in which kind of robotic applications they are including in their state system, national system, and some others that are way behind. Not every country in Europe is advancing at the same pace. So, yeah, countries can agree on projection of how applications of robotic applications in the future could be, and how this can be, how can be the legislation for these applications. But rules are made to adapt to the new applications that are appearing. So it's the same way as laws of physics. We bring, suddenly someone discovers a physics law or an equation that explains some kind of observation, and years after there is someone that actually refines this law, because it has understood that under some conditions this is not always applicable, but it's a particular case of a more general law. So I think we will work in a parallel way as it happens with physics laws.
Okay, thank you, Marius.
Yeah, well, I think I agree with Martin on this one, and technology is just the means, it's not the end, so it's up to us how we use it, really. And yes, if technology has potential to cause any harm to people or property, yeah, we should make laws that deal with these things, but it has to be on a case-to-case basis.
Thank you very much. This was Martinas Azkarate, Marius Klimavičius, and Goda Rybite for Teko LT.